Okay, so here we have two Atari 2600s. One's a normal woody and one's a heavy sixer. Now from this location you might be able to tell, but what we're going to do in this video is actually show you exactly next to each other what to look for to tell whether you are buying a heavy sixer or whether you are buying just an ordinary woody. Okay, so let's start. This one is the later model. What I'll do if I get down, you see next to each other, and see the way this one is kind of V'd down, this one is kind of more rounded. That's the first indication. Second indication, if you look on the top, as you can see, this is much thicker than this one. On the actual panel itself, no real indication at all. Let's say that is the main way of indicating it. If you see this thick ridge here, that is probably your best indication, and also the fact that the front of this one V's and the front of this one's kind of more of a circle. Another thing is, if I turn them around, if you have a look at the back on this one, you can see, that's how I get it up, you can see the way the aerial cable comes out, and it sort of comes out, it snakes around and comes out of this little hole here, whereas heavy sixer has this big gaping hole. There is a little rubber bung that's slipped in there. Let's have a look. Oh, let me back it up a bit. That's it, get some focus going. Okay, that's the back of the heavy sixer. Okay, and then if you have a look at the back of the other one, the other indication is, this is all written in white, that's all stamped in. And let me fill that. Yeah, that's just the sticker there. That's just the sticker across it, whereas this one, it's actually moulded into the plastic. But again, on a quick analysis, that is your best idea. Just look at that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, what a lot of these videos don't do, is it's called heavy sixer for a reason. If you physically lift it up, this one feels quite light. This one feels a little bit heavier. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually weigh them and see how much weight difference there is between them. Another thing you'll actually notice as well, another good indication to see whether an Atari's been taken apart or not, is the aerial lead. If you look at this one, this is the heavy sixer lead, and as you can see, it's just kind of got like a phono socket. This is the later version, which has got this, and as you can see, they're both identical because they plug into this unit here. So your games console goes in there, TV aerial goes in there, and that's a UK out. And again, normally what you'll find, especially with these particular models, and I don't know whether it happened later on, but you'll find with a lot of them, this will just have a normal, it will have this connection instead of this connection. And again, I don't know whether it's something they introduced later on. I think these were actually built up to about 81. I have seen a model which I opened up which did have 1981 written in the inside of it. It's its date of manufacture. But again, it's something, you know, something to bear in mind. If you've got one of these connections, you know you've probably got an earlier version of the woody. Okay, now let's get on with the weighing. And let's put it on here. Right, okay, so this weighs 1.66 kilograms, which we'll put into pounds, which we'll put into ounces. So that's what it weighs. And there goes the heavy sixer. Right, so as you can see, this one is 2.06 kilograms, which is 455 pounds, which is 72.8 ounces. so a lot weightier. The reason for this, and again another reason why there is a difference between a heavy sixer and a woody, is the extra shielding inside. This is supposed to make the picture a lot better, a lot clearer. Personally, I can't see much difference between them. It's very negligible, but again, this is the more desirable console. Basically in 1977, when they first came out, this was the model that was kind of made between 77 to 78. Not many made it to the UK, mainly in America, but even in America they're still fairly rare. They don't come up very often, and they normally command a higher price than the later model, which again is more common because that was made from 78 to, as I say, I've seen one with a stamp of 81 on it, so that one was definitely made for a lot longer. Okay, so now we've got our weights. The next thing I'm going to do is actually open it up. I know this is a bit sacrilegious, but nobody does this in a video. I mean, the main thing about these heavy sixers are it's supposed to have extra shielding. I've never seen it. I've seen it in the woody models, so I'm going to open them both up and we'll have a look inside and see what's going on inside them. Okay, let's get the screwdriver. Okay, I've turned them over. One other interesting thing I've just noticed, if you look, this is the bottom of the heavy sixer, and as you can see the base is slightly different to the base of this one, which is the woody. Again, as I say, the thick ridge is probably your best way of indicating it. But something else I've noticed, and I don't know whether this sticker has been, as you can see, it has been tampered with a bit. So I don't know if that's the original sticker, but it does say Sunnyvale on it. If you look at the serial number there, which is 156636, this is the heavy sixer. This is the later model. Look at the serial number on that. A much lower number for some reason. Very bizarre. Again, you can see this one's been played with at some point as well. And as far as I'm aware, this is the original sticker because it's silver, whereas this one's like a paper sticker. I wonder if this one was put on by somebody else. Maybe this particular model was imported from the USA. This is the woody model, and I wonder whether someone else has stuck that sticker on there. Very bizarre though, very bizarre. Anyway, as you can see on both of them, it is all pretty much crosshead screwdriver all the way. So, and what we have, let's see, on here we've got one there needs taking out. It's got a channel select. Again, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if that one has come from America originally, because this is the heavy sixer. That one doesn't have a channel select. This one does have a channel select. Although again, to be fair, I have seen this on other models, so maybe not. I just think maybe they just made the same casing for UK and for America, and just kind of left it in really, because there's no point in changing the moulding with just having a little slot there. Okay, yep, so again we've got another screw there that needs coming out, another screw there that needs coming out, and then of course these two deeply recessed screws down here. Okay, and that is on the woody. On the heavy sixer, identical, screw there, screw there, screw there. Oh, not quite identical. Looks like we've got a couple of screws here and here. Screw up the top here, screw up the top here, and that's the one we started on. Oh, it looks like we got a screw down there. Oh. Yeah, it looks like we got a screw down there as well. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Right, so I have my trusty screwdriver bit. So the next thing is to start taking these apart, and I'll start the video again once I've got the screws out.